This is our new 1150 Windsurf hydrofoil for this year. It takes the basic concept of the hydrofoil that we had for the last 2 years, which is focused on accessibility, but making it as accessible, but with a higher top end performance. So you're not going to outgrow the wing. It's still a delta foil platform, but it's higher aspect and thinner foiled. It has a very low takeoff speed. You don't need to build a bunch of speed to get up on the wing. It's very stable laterally, and it's got an amazing top speed. So a very, very versatile wing. The idea is to make this as accessible as possible. When you pair this with a Hover 125 or a Hover 145, it makes it so that if you're good enough to get into your foot straps, if you're good enough to make a jibe occasionally, you're good enough to ride this hydrofoil. You can take a small sail, ride underpowered, get into your foot straps, pump up onto the wing, and be comfortable. So accessibility, making learning hydrofoiling as easy as you can, but then again with a performance that basically you're never going to outgrow. Changes from last year: a new rear wing without a vertical stabilizer, no longer adjustable, so it's really a no-brainer. You screw it on and you go, and it's in the right place. Our mast for this year comes standard with a 75 cm. Now with a toolless abracadabra system, so if you want an abracadabra, getting it on and off of your board is really quick and easy, as opposed to screwing it in and leaving it there and having to undo screws and reposition every time you go. So a very simple system. We went from a 64 cm fuselage to a 79 cm fuselage, so a longer fuselage than last year. So it's more stable both directionally and at speed. It's easier to keep the thing going where you want it to, going fast. Yet the takeoff speed and stability is very, very, very similar to last year. So easy to get it up, but better top end stability. Utilizing the same scarf joint technology that we have on all of our wings. The wings are still interchangeable. So you can take the 1150 Windsurf, you can add it to your last year's system if you have an earlier Naish system and upgrade to the newer wing. If you buy this system and you want to, say, put on a really big wing to see how light a wind you can go in, the scarf joint is interchangeable with all of our Naish wings. So everything is modular. You can take all of the components from last year and connect them to this year, take this year's, put them to last year's. What this scarf joint does is it makes the load a mechanical connection. So the load of the wing is not just going into the screws as with a lot of other systems. And again, it allows adaptability, modularity, and switching between wings. Also new for this year, all of the hardware connecting the wings and fuselage are now titanium for improved corrosion resistance between the aluminum and stainless like we had before. So much less corrosion, better fit in saltwater environments, etc. They're also a Torx head, and the system comes with this Torx driver. People question, why do you go with Torx over Phillips head? It's just a way better driver. If you're in a place with big heat differential between like getting in the water when it's hot and then getting in the water it's cold, things shrinking, expanding, etc., people can strip their Phillips really easily. The Torx driver is absolutely foolproof, so a way better system. Every unit comes with this padded bag that's compartmentalized and sectioned for all of your components, including wing covers and a compartmentalized padded case so that you can add wings and whatnot. So really nice and clean and easy to carry around. So again, the main system is modularity, accessibility, performance that's easy for a guy that doesn't have massive experience. For example, guys that used to windsurf kind of outgrew the sport went away, they got a job, they had a family, haven't windsurfed in a long time but want to come back to the sport where they can do it at home. You can ride this in 10 or 12 knots of wind and have an absolute blast. You don't need 15 or 20 knots to go have fun. You don't need a 10.5 square meter sail to go have fun. So this will bring you back to the sport at home, not off in the Canary Islands or off on Maui or off in Egypt. This brings windsurfing back to where you are again at an accessible level. You don't need to be a pro to ride it. And that's the main target, is to bring people back to windsurfing and having fun. So give this a go. It's the 1150. It's an amazing all-around performance windsurf hydrofoil.